Say it's the Hood CNN with your favorite Hood reporter, the Prime Minister of Hood Education, Dr. Monroe. I got a PhD in common sense, and I'm a five-star general. Hold on a second. I want to say top of the afternoon to all of you. I want to say top of the afternoon to all of you. And tell you that it's an honor and a privilege to be able to sit down and talk to you on a nightly basis. I've been trying to get some stuff in order because my days are consumed now. So we know that the kids have started going back to school, and it's a trying time. I really have no faith in the school system to do the right thing as it pertains to properly educating all kids, because I see it's more about money than it'll ever be about actual kids in school. The thing is I'm looking at the teacher shortage, and there's really no teacher shortage. There's more than enough retired teachers that could go into these schools and help these school districts. And see, retired teachers, a lot of them actually know how to teach. And they don't want to just teach to a test. So they're left on the outside looking in, and our kids suffer by not getting a quality education. So the first myth I want to talk to you about is wishing. I see so many of you people on social media praying that we have a good school year. We need to remain positive. Well, there's nothing wrong with remaining positive, but you have to be realistic also. This school year is not going to go good across the country. But I'm right here in Houston, so we'll just focus on this area. There's too many shortages of teachers for this school year to go the right way. How can you start a school year off in the Houston Independent School District with over 800 teachers short and expect for children to get a quality education? That's not going to happen. So they'll either not have the teachers that they need, or they'll just hire anybody to go and fill in a space. They'll just you just need to take up some space in this classroom. And that doesn't help the kids get the education that they need. Now, starting the year off, I think parents should have conversations with their children about their conduct on the campuses. I think that the student codes of conduct need to be updated. Disruptions to the learning environment should not be tolerated. That's how I feel. Disruptions to the learning environment should not be tolerated in any capacity. If your child come to school and they want to cut up all goddamn day long, then I think that they should put them out. Send them to alternative school. Send them to another school. Matter of fact, won't you just send them to their home school? Because a whole bunch of teachers are a whole bunch of students are at schools that are not their home schools. So I believe that this disruption to the learning environment shouldn't happen. So therefore, parents should have conversations with their children about how to conduct themselves on a school campus. That should be what it needs to be. As far as the safety of the campuses. I don't think that we've done enough to secure our campuses, to make sure that kids are safe. I don't think that enough has been done to make sure that everybody on the campus, including the kids, the people that work there, are in safe environments. I don't believe that they are in safe environments. That's just how I feel about it. And it's just something waiting to happen. But remember, I started off by saying that we're dealing with the I wish and I hope. And so you really think nothing's going to happen on a campus when you've done nothing from a proactive standpoint to make sure nothing could happen. And you believe nothing is going to happen. I'm looking at these unions pushing their narrative for more money so that you can understand it's not just them fighting for teachers to get money. It's fighting for them to get more dues from the money that the teachers get. Where the unions are complaining about the number of vacancies in the school district. I don't hear too many of them saying nothing about that. It's about union dues. It's about being in control of the educational environment when they're union reps. Do you have a clue what Randy Weingartner makes to run the American Federation of Teachers, over $500,000 a year? That comes from your dues. You know how much these people make that run the local sides of those teacher unions in your city, your district? They make tons of money, far more than they make as teachers. And some of them are teachers, so they get the salary as a teacher, they get the salary as a member, an executive member of whatever union or however they label it. So they're in the business of making money. But I don't think that enough has been done to make our campuses safe. Whether it's Fort Bend, whether it's Katy, Cy-Fair, Klein, HISD, there's not enough that has been done. And it seems like the bigger the district is, the less gets done. The more money they have, the less they spend where they should spend it. We can't do another Uvalde. We can't stomach another Santa Fe. We can't even fathom another Parkland. But when we don't do anything to make sure that doesn't happen, then guess what? It happens. And it continuously is going to happen until we open our eyes and see that these kids are nothing more than cash cows. Now, I want to speak on this subject because, you know, with some school districts going back to school, my phone started ringing. I've been basically off all summer. And if you don't know, I run Monroe Consultations, LLC. Education advocacy and political consulting is my specialty. And my phone has already started ringing. If you are an education advocate, stop fluffing your fucking numbers. Stop acting like you know what the fuck you're doing. Because quiet is kept. I done cleaned up a whole bunch of y'all shit, man. Miss Scholar, bring me a Coke from downstairs. I've cleaned up a whole bunch of y'all shit. Well, who am I? You know, I'm running Monroe Consultations. I'm Gary Monroe. I'm the best damn education advocate in the country. Make no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not finna walk around here and act like I know what I'm doing when I really don't. So I'm gonna tell y'all, because I'm finna start calling you motherfuckers out. If you're an activist, stay in your fucking lane. You're not an education advocate, don't get in my lane. If you need help, you better call me first, because if I got to clean up somebody's shit, you'll pay double what you normally would pay. Because that means I got to clean their shit up before I can get to the real problem. You guys that are out there saying that you are battling for these fucking children, you need to start doing your job. I'm going to start calling you out. Do I give a damn how many clients you get? Nope. Your phone doesn't ring like mine. I actually have to turn the ringer off just to get sleep. So my thing is quite simple, that if you're out here and you're saying that you do this, make sure that you're doing what you say. The first time I catch you with your fucking pants down, I'm gonna light your ass up. Because it makes no sense that I've got to come behind several of you guys, several of you ladies, when you fuck your clients and then they gotta call me. Me, I don't hustle clients. I don't advertise. I mean, people know who I am. You got a problem educational wise, you know who to call. It doesn't have to just be education. It can be, CPS. It can be anything. You can call me. I mean, that's up to you if you do. But I always tell people, when you call, you have the right to pick whoever you want to help you. If your advocate is not versed in educational law, then they should not represent you. If your advocate doesn't know basic law, then they should not represent you. If your advocate does not even know that it takes an act of God to sue a school district, then they should not represent you. Because everybody thinks, oh, you could just tell them you're going to sue the school district. Come on, man. Ain't how this shit work. So you motherfuckers out there playing education advocate, if I clean up any more of your shit, I'm going to expose you. And I've been quiet. I ain't said nothing. Some of y'all faking, man. Some of y'all faking. You got a lot of fluff with you. But I tell you what, when you got an educational problem, you got to make a decision. If you want to pass tennis shoes from Walmart, you're going to go there and you're going to get them. If you want a pair of Jordans, you know what they cost. You're going to pay whatever you need to pay to get them. So when you dial the Michael Jordan of education advocacy, then you already know you're dialing the best in the business. So don't come tell me what you're going to pay me. I'll tell you what I'm going to charge you. But at the same time, I'll be fair. How do I think this school year will turn out? I think it's going to be one of the longest school years we've ever seen. By not having enough educators on the campuses. Not enough teachers. It's going to be tough. A lot of kids are not going to learn this year. A lot of children are not going to learn. So you'll have some school board elections coming up this year. I know you got some coming up next year in HISD. And I can honestly tell you, Danny Hernandez and Judith Cruz, you out the building. We don't want you no more. You don't represent Black children. You don't advocate for Caucasian children. And it's not the kids' fault that you do that shit. It's your fault. You're racist. And you are who you are. And you think you're smarter than everybody else. It ain't too many people sit on the school board that's smarter than me. And I just sit and watch y'all make mistake after mistake after mistake. And a lot of people think when I say that, I'm only talking about HISD. No, I'm not. I'd be hard pressed to find somebody on any school board in the Houston and surrounding areas that's smarter than me when it comes to education. You're putting these people in positions of power that don't have the wherewithal to make common sense decisions. But yet you're expecting and wishing and hoping that things turn out right. That's the definition of insanity. So no, I have no faith that this will be a hell of a school year, because it won't. You don't have enough teachers. And when you don't have enough teachers, kids don't learn. When you have too many kids in a classroom, kids don't learn. When there's violence on the campuses, kids don't learn. So there has to be a breaking point in this. It has to be a cutoff. My question to you now becomes, when is enough enough? When is enough enough? When do we stop accepting the failure of how these children are not being educated? When do we stop and say that they didn't have a chemistry teacher, so how did they pass chemistry? When do we say enough is enough? You're not doing shit by just passing these kids. And parents, I really want, good thing my man is up in Tyler, Texas tonight, Mario, the grandson. And I'm proud of him. I saw all your fucking prom pictures. I saw all your graduation pictures. But where the pictures at of you dropping them off at the colleges? Because they need to start their freshman years. Where the pictures at of you dropping them off to the trade schools so that they could get them a trade? You parents are camera whores, some of you. Because all you want is the prom pictures and the graduation pictures. And then after that, them kids got to fight by themselves. The school system can never fail your child before you do. I'm going to say that slowly again. The school system can never fail your child before you do. So if you haven't went to open house night, you're failing your child. If you haven't been to a school board meeting, you're failing your child. If you don't question their conduct on their report cards that's poor, you're failing your child. If your child is coming home with multiple failing grades and you're not, just ballistic over it, you're failing your child. And that's the same kid that got to get out here and say that they men and women and survive on their own. What does it take? There is no teacher shortage. How the fuck you gonna fire everybody and then start the school year with not enough teachers? How you gonna run everybody off? Oh, they were a bad teacher. But yet you ain't got nobody to take their place. And then you want them to pass this state mandated test that requires that they have a certified teacher. But they don't have one. I came to say that I'm going to pray for each and every child in every single school district. I'm going to pray for every single educator, every paraprofessional, every administrator, every custodian, every bus driver. For one simple reason. They don't give a fuck about none of y'all. So if we're going to do anything, let's pray that because they've not done anything to deal with safety, that nothing happens on our campuses anywhere. But you know just as well as I do, it's going to happen. Let's pray. We get the racial and the prejudice shit out of the school district. Well, we start educating black kids the same way we educate white kids. One side of town shouldn't be more educated than the other side. But this is what's going on a daily basis. Let's just be real about it. My spirit is not right. Sitting in the car thinking about education. My spirit is not right now. I'm not comfortable. And this is way different than any other year I've ever faced. It's way different. I don't have a comfort level. And we'll get back to doing what we do with the war zone. Like I said, I've been busy. I still got the same audience. And I'm going to still bring that motherfucking heat the way I bring it. And any of you school districts that want that smoke, let the OG know I'd be glad to smoke your ass in a heartbeat. I don't care. I don't trust school districts. Nothing. I don't have a good vibe about you guys at all. And you guys that are voting me in these board members, you need to pay special attention to the bullshit that you're doing when you're doing it. Because you're killing the educational component of the United States of America. You're killing it. And our kids are not winning this educational war. They're losing it every day. But like I said, if you run into a problem, hit the OG. But if you're looking for somebody that want to add fluff to this conversation, if you're looking for somebody that's going to bow down or sell out to a school district, don't call me at all. Because that ain't what I do. I battle to the best of my ability. I got a couple of weeks to go before I start my fall classes. We're 23 hours away from a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I didn't take a simple route. I took a degree plan that required me to be able to go. That was going to force me to learn new things. And studying criminal justice has not been as hard as I thought it would be. Well, I can do it. Shit, I can handle it. Ain't no questions about that. But we almost done. And at 54 years old, if I can get a goddamn college degree, a bachelor's of arts, I'd be damned if a kid can't legitimately get a fucking diploma. Parents, step up to the plate. Kids, do your part. Schools, administrators, provide what they need, and school districts give those schools exactly what they need to accomplish the goal. And if you don't, I'm going to make your life a living hell. Every one of you school districts are on notice. That includes you too, Tom Ball. I've been watching. Spring, I've been watching. Klein, I've been watching. Humble, I've been watching. HISD, I've been watching. Fort Bend, I've been watching. Get off track. I'm going to bless your game. Trust me, I will. Say it's the Hood CNN with your favorite Hood reporter. The Prime Minister of Hood Education, Dr. Monroe, because I got a PhD in common sense and I'm a 5-star general. You know, I got my undergrad, and I'm getting my undergrad from the world famous Lamar University in Beaumont, Texas. With that being said, you guys have a good night. Share the video.